So,
Okay, sure.
ok, el día de hoy bienvenidos a una nueva entrevista, un nuevo momento para compartir. Es el día de hoy, 21 de febrero, estamos en Sheroes nuevamente. Quien les habla es Luma y bienvenidos. El día de hoy tenemos a Ekaterina Markina de Rusia y el tema de hoy es ser una líder en eventos de clase mundial. Así que bienvenidos a este día y estoy muy contento de tener a Ekaterina. Vamos a la introducción.
Should I start?
Así es, el día de hoy tenemos a Ekaterina Markina de Rusia y bueno, hablaremos en inglés porque su nivel de español no es el suficiente para mantener la conversación el día de hoy. Y como ya les dije al principio, nuestra entrevista, el tema de hoy es ser una líder en eventos de clase mundial. Y Ekaterina es, como todas las invitadas, siempre tienen cosas grandiosas que contar. Y bueno, para empezar con ello, y Ekaterina, ella estudió en Nueva York, ella estudió en Broadway en, en el año 2010 y se formó en baile y fue formada por los mejores profesores en el mundo y estuvo muy metida en todo lo que tenía que ver con el mundo del baile y, e hizo su debut en un evento de baile en el 2016 en un festival de hip hop que se llama el Summer Dance Forever y pues allí se ha desarrollado como bailarina y junto a ello ella, ella ha sido profesora de baile por 6 años y entonces llegó al mundo del deporte eh, directamente a eventos de clase mundial. Y ella estaba muy involucrada con los eventos de ceremonias y allí se hizo partícipe en el evento cultural de la Olimpiada del 2014, donde trabajó como eh, administradora del proyecto de la ciudad de los Juegos Olímpicos de Invierno, que fue Sochi en el 2014. Y ella a raíz de eso, sus estudios han estado también rodeados del mundo del deporte. En el 2014 se hizo, eh, maes- obtuvo su maestría en administración deportiva y con ello ha trabajado incesantemente para trabajar en la influencia de los eventos deportivos de gran escala y ha hecho también investigaciones al respecto y, y así ha estado desde el 2013 e incluso ella ha hecho parte del FISU, de Innovación, Educación, Deporte en la universidad en 2019, que fue en Krasnoyarsk, en su país. Y bueno, y también ha estado trabajando para mostrar el legado de Sochi en los Juegos Olímpicos del 2013 al 2019. Bueno, son muchas cosas interesantes que tenemos para hablar hoy. Y bueno, estoy muy feliz de haber de estar presenciando esta entrevista con ella porque es una gran persona. Yo la conocí y ella me permitió trabajar en el mundial de fútbol en el 2018 y ha sido una gran experiencia también. So I was talking a little bit about, well, your vast experience and your path in the world of sports and also dancing. And yeah, at the beginning, what I did was the intro because I have a short intro. So
Yeah, yeah. I heard a little bit.
yes. So yeah, I was talking about all your experience. You started in 2010. Well, you went to New York and you started with the best teachers of dancing in the world at Broadway. Wow, that's yeah, saying you have done that and you have also participated at researches and you've worked along the legacy, for example, for the 2014 Sochi Games, Olympic Games. So the legacy from 2013 until 2019, you've accompanied all that process and you've done lots of work. So yeah, can you tell a little bit more about that? What you've done since then?
Okay, I will try because really it's a lot of period of my life, and um, yeah, but everything came through my desire, my wishes, my dreams. And yes, I've been dancing from my 4 years. So I was just really a little girl. And but that was Russian folk dances. Probably some of you know something about it. But later, when hip hop came to Russia, I understood that, unfortunately, but for that moment, it was almost impossible to get the true knowledge from the true hip hop dancers. So I had the opportunity to visit the USA, and I decided it should be New York City, and I have to, and they even must, to had to have the classes at the Broadway Dance Center. And it really, that was a dream, and dreams come true. So that was amazing, almost 6 months of my life when I had dance classes from the really the most famous and world-known dancers. Some of them even the actor from Step Up, the second part. So he's a really famous person. And that I could say that American experience a little bit changed my brains, and I understood that, whoa, that's really possible to do what you want to do. And at that moment in Russia, majority of people started to discuss that Sochi Olympics, because after 4 years we hosted Sochi Olympics, and that period I used to live in another part of Russia. It's Siberia, really cold area. And after the USA, I decided to move, and I moved to Sochi, and that was, I guess, good luck, because it's that situation when you should be in the right place in the right time, and that was my story. And I applied to the special department, which was involved with the preparation of the 22nd Winter Olympic Games. It was a department of the Sochi City administration. And then 8 years, I've been involved not just only to the Olympic Games and Paralympic and the a lot of events, really in a high level. The majority of them, of course, sports competition and choir games, military games. All of them are international projects. And I've been involved like a manager from host city. So I had experience to be involved in the different organizing committee like meetings and from the beginning. So when you just create to do something, when you meet organizing committee at the airport and you go into the city to select in which areas, in which building you will host, probably in 2 years and 1 year later, you will host a specific event. And then you will have different meetings as an organizing committee with a lot of stakeholders from the host region part and also organizing committee and international level organizing committee. So it's really short. I tried to explain for you how it was, and from event to event, it's a little bit. It was a little bit different function for me, but to meet people and to tell them about our city and our opportunities, and of course I've been part of the team who created a lot of points, which after I understood that this is the legacy. This is the legacy of the sporting mega events. And I have all of this information just in my computer. So I can use it and I could write scientific first of all, just the articles, and then something more difficult like the dissertation, and that's why. And it also gave me opportunity to visit different international conferences and forums, like in London or in Pyeongchang. And so you just mentioned about it, and yes, and it's all networking and so on, so forth, something like this.
Wow, as I mentioned before, it's a very large and vast experience you've achieved throughout these years. And one of the questions it raises is, how do you prepare yourself to become this leader, and how do you prepare yourself in order to present all of these things that are very maybe very difficult, because the subject is very, very dense, but you managed to do it, and you've already you have achieved what you've done until now.
Thanks. So it was really interesting for me. Of course, I've been nervous. Of course, I was really young. I was just 21, but it was a really first period, especially the preparation to the Olympics. It was hard. It was hard work because it's a winter and we have a lot of test events, and it's in the mountains and it's not so good weather. You should wake up too early, go to bed really, really not early. And of course, you need the energy. But when you understood in what area you are, that the all international media talking just about your work, it's great. I don't know how to say. You have a lot of power to do more and more and more. And it's a good motivation to understand that you are part of the big event. that was my power for that moment.
And how do you prepare? Well, you mentioned that being in the context that gives you the power to feel comfortable and yeah, and to see yourself as the person that is going to going ahead and is going working hard. But you also, I think, you have preparation. I mean, you have to see or read lots of things to motivate yourself. Yeah, indeed, the being in the context and working on this, all of these great things is part of the preparation. But also, what things did you say to yourself, or what do you see? So you gained more confidence in order to be at this position.
To be honest, after the London conference, that was 2013, I understood that according to the international level, I need more knowledge. And fortunately, in Sochi city, we have Russian International Olympic University and amazing, I guess, the best in all over the world, the best teachers and professors, and it also I won the opportunity to study there, and of course that was really helpful for me. Yes.
That's yeah, yeah. It's being surrounded by lots of people who are also looking forward to having an opportunity and creating something better for our world is, I think, it's very inspiring, and yeah, it motivates you and motivated you to do it. And well, maybe this is a personal question, but do you consider your, well, I'm not gonna ask it that way. I want to ask, in a world that is very competitive and looking forward to placing what you want and showing to the world that something that you want i- is going to work, or you want, you're willing to work for it. How do you do it to be that competitive and arrive, sorry, at that point, and you say, okay, we're going here and beyond.
Okay, I try to answer, and thank you once again. So I think that it's the following things. So first of all, the desire, the wish. You you should, and you should have the desire. You should, like, really wish to do what you could do. And then, of course, experience, it's important.
Mhm.
That's true. And also networking, because those projects which I announced several months ago, it's all from networking. So the people who've been involved with the organizing committee of those events, they already knew me, and they just give me the opportunity. They even text me. So we will host such event. Probably, would you like to organize with us? Probably would like to be a part of this project. And yeah, they should be short. But anyway, it's international, well-known project. So sure, I'm in.
Yeah, yeah, and you you've done, and I think you, because of your long path and your achievements, you can be considered, yeah, straightforward to go there, and you do it because you have lots of knowledge and experience in this domain. um, what do you think about the perception of uh, being a woman working and supporting all these projects and being even the head of these projects? What do you think? How is it considered in this domain?
Good question, and especially for those events where I've been involved. For example, the FIFA World Cup, or for example, Formula One. Of course, it's sport not for ladies. And one really important point, I'm part of the team, but I'm not head of the organizing committee or something. And also, I think Russia, it's a little bit another story, and a little bit different if we compare to Europe and the USA. And probably in Russia, it's not so, how to say, it's not so hot topic for us.
I'm aware. I'm sorry. I'm aware of the what's going on. So I don't want to be involved in that kind of conversation. Yeah, and so I don't want to take to the point that involves this political situation. But I would like to address the question to be how is it perceived in the domain. So
no. It's not about politics. It's just historical points that it's not so like really hot topic for Russia. And I would like to say that as for the organizing committee of Russian and so Sochi's Formula One, the deputy head of the organizing committee is a woman, and it's no problem for us. And even for the Formula One management office, the also deputy head of the just ceremonies part, it's also women. So women is about the flowers and trophies. No, just joking. So your question was how to...
So one thing you mentioned is it's not seen as for example, that in the world of automobiles, of racing cars, it is seen that women are only for flowers and only for the champagne. But you are working as one of a member of the organizing committee. So how's it perceived that this stereotype changes?
I think that nowadays it's like it's going. This is a process of the changing, and it's no problem if you are in the topic. If you do your work good, so who cares? So you should just do your work good, and doesn't matter, female or male.
Yeah, okay, I understand, and it's true. Yeah, if you show that you're doing something good, you can continue showing and defending what you're doing, what you believe.
And sure, when another people see that you do all your best for the project, so please welcome. Do what you do.
Yeah, and one question is, how does it impact other women that you're making part of that great movements, that you're also defending projects, you're also being part of organizing committee, and it has a great impact. And how does it impact other women?
I think that just not just me, any successful women, it's a great example for the other. And if you will have in the world, if we will have more successful, just in general, people, and it will be more open, the historical way, and how person from one point, like which one is here going to this one, and he or she will explain or just talking about it. It's a good example for the other, and a great motivation. I think the motivation is a really big impact.
Yeah, and by the way, you talk about motivation. You have a great teamwork, and you together develop ideas. How do you set these plans to your teamwork to work accordingly and to work on motivation?
Really, really nice question. Because I have really some young guys in my team, and it's really nice to give knowledge to them. And I trying to create it. First of all, when I understood that this is my person and I want he or she in my team, I trying to find what is really interesting for that person. And that means that he or she will do their job, do their work really good. And I also give them some space for creation. So we usually use brainstorms. Like I've got like our team, we have the task and we should give the decision. And immediately we organize the brainstorms, and probably not in 2 hours, just briefly, probably 15 minutes, just because we need immediately the answer. And we discuss all together different ideas, and according to that ideas, later I understand what person will do like their own idea. And I think it's a good case. And also, really important thing that they should understand that we are one team. And if you work bad, that means that all we will be not in a good way. So we should be all together.
Yeah, and that's how a manager, a leader should think. And well, you're expressing as you are a great leader. And I think you have to think lots of things when you're organizing, not only for daily work but for your great big events that you have lots of people you're also working with, and so you plan your things ahead. And do you always think before acting, or and you consult with people, or how do you manage all these tasks?
Well, usually it's if it is a totally like the project of my team, and for example, I don't have exactly the idea, and we discuss it all together like in a brainstorm. Then we are going like a checklist, like a table or plan. You could name it how do you want. So we have the checklist. It should has the deadlines, the responsible person for every point, and short description what it should be, and also some additional information if something will go wrong, like plan B you should have in this case. And then we are going on that points according to the deadlines, And so this is our plan, how we'll create the events. And of course, we have meetings to sum up how it's going. Do you have any problems? Do you need any support? Probably something else, probably some new ideas, or something like, if it is in the media sphere, also we should keep our attention what is going on in the media sphere around us, and it's really important, and something like this.
Yeah, and yeah, conversation is key to develop any kind of ideas, and I think that's the way you can improve and you can develop yourself and also show the world that you're doing a great job. I think, yeah. And what would you advise to women that are looking, that are willing and working hard to achieve their dreams and work as a not only world class leaders at big events, but leaders in their community or in at their workplace? What would you advise them?
So advice for those who want
Yeah,
to
those women
do
that
what?
want to develop themselves as leaders, and
They want to develop.
yeah, and they need something. Well, you will say them, tell them any
Okay.
advice or encourage them.
Um, According to my
Yeah, yeah,
experience.
according to you.
So I'm trying to get new knowledge, and I tried to research the information about like courses on new educational programs, and they, not all, of course, they're different, and different level, and different quality sometimes. So you should check really professional lecturers or teachers, or probably just experts in your sphere. Um, and nowadays it's easy to find just the internet, or to apply to the online forums, or probably go to the any university on short course program, or probably to get their degree, if you would like, if it's necessary for you. It depends on what level you would like to be. It's the one. The second is trying to show what you already did, what you already had in your portfolio. So you should like create the portfolio. It should be in different versions, like different social and networking, like a Facebook, LinkedIn, probably even Instagram for someone. So it depends of the area and of those social networking, which are more important for your country or for your target audience. And yes, it's really important for whom you would like to show it, and it will depend what you should to do. And I think the third is the networking. If you want to be involved, it's just probably, I don't know, for social sphere, because events, it's so social sphere, and communication, it's really important, and you should know more and more people. So it's better to visit not even educational program or forums or conferences. In this way, it's better to use um, forum or conferences for their for not for knowledge, but for people. But sometimes it could be both, and it's really nice.
And one last thing, what inspires you to continue working hard? Do you have a book, a movie, a quote, a person who, or
I've got the answer.
okay.
Art, it's really important for me. And it could be yesterday I've been on ballet. It was perfect ballet evening with the dancers from Bolshoi and Mariinsky Theater, the most amazing dancers, I guess, probably in the world for this moment. So art in general, like theater, exhibition, or performance. This is one. Another one is my close people, my family, and sometimes my friends, my boyfriend, and another successful women who are in different sphere. It could be even the fashion sphere or something really unique, but successful women who also share their experience.
Cool, cool. I love that because, yeah, there's this stereotype now. You only should focus on women who are doing something valuable, but all women have something valuable to share, and yeah, experiences. What I love that what you say, and that I'm going to quote that. Yeah, that's wonderful, and I'm very pleased. We come to the end of this conversation. It's been a pleasure to share with you this all your experience and your words. I think they have a great impact, and they will continue making a great impact in the world, and yeah, in the development not only of sports but also the position of women in sports, and making everything more equitable, and developing ourselves as a society. That what we need, and we are looking forward to improving. So I am very very thankful for your participation and all your words. I mention again because I'm always so happy to host these interviews, and every time I host a new interviewee is something I learn, and it's very valuable. So thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. It was really nice conversation, and I really appreciated that I part of that project of your project. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's not my project; it's a project of all of us that are willing to make an impact. And I think your voice, as all Sheroes, and you're a Shero, make a great impact, and this is what it is, a great thing to do together. Thank you very much, and
Thank you very much.
and I will continue following what you do because it's really important, and it's yeah, a great success in the world of sports, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reading and checking your photos, what you do at every event you participate in.
Thank you so much. I will try to continue, do all my best to go in further and further, like level up.
Um, Venimos al final de nuestra entrevista. Bueno, toda la entrevista fue en inglés, la traduciré más adelante, pondré los subtítulos para todos aquellos que no pudieron entender la entrevista en inglés. Es un gusto que ustedes estén con nosotros. Nuevamente, es un placer estar con estas entrevistadas, que son mujeres de gran experiencia y también tienen muchas cosas para compartir. Muchas cosas chéveres salen de esta entrevista. Eh, para hacerla más dinámica esta entrevista, pues la hice completamente en inglés, y les cuento que lo haré con los subtítulos. Mm, Sin olvidar que están invitados el próximo sábado y domingo. Tendremos dos entrevistas. El sábado 27 de febrero tendremos una entrevista a las 6 de la tarde con Andrea Olaya de Colombia, es una luchadora, y a las 20 horas de París, que son las 14 horas de Colombia, tendremos una entrevista con Kimberly Chaparro de atletismo, también de Colombia. Así que tenemos dos entrevistas el día sábado, y el día domingo tendremos una más que es con Angie Hartmann, es de Austria, y también estaremos hablando de muchas cosas del desarrollo de las mujeres, la perspectiva de todas las mujeres trabajando en el mundo del deporte y aprendiendo cada vez más y motivándonos más a que podamos todos hacer grandes cosas por nuestra sociedad. So, yeah, we come to an end, and thanks a lot. And I say again and 1,000 times because I'm always so thankful for this. And I'm looking forward to talking to you later. And yeah, I wish you all the best for your work, and yeah, success always.
Thank you so much. It's a really pleasure for me. And yes, I also would like to wish you good luck and all the best wishes.
Thank you very much. And yeah, coming an interview is next Saturday and Sunday. That was I was saying, and yeah, and you can watch this interview on Facebook, Isluma, or on YouTube, Isluma. Pueden ver esta entrevista en YouTube, en Isluma, o también en Facebook, en la página de Isluma. Es un gusto estar con ustedes y que tengan un muy buen domingo. Gracias a todos. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of
The translation.
Yeah, what I was saying is, I was saying, I forgot. I was saying that, yeah, next